Hello, friends. Dr. Ken Berry has highlighted a serious concern related to the vital health of those among us following the carnivore diet. As more and more people are adapting to the carnivore diet, eating fatty red meat and butter, reaping some extraordinary health benefits and results, more and more hurdles are being created for us to continue on this healthy lifestyle. In recent months, the vegan-supporting Big Food and Big Pharma nexus has drastically ramped up its efforts to divert us away from the carnivore diet while championing their plant-based and lab-grown alternatives. This movement is strongly driven by aggressive marketing campaigns that emphasize supposed health benefits and environmental sustainability of these products, while totally downplaying and misrepresenting the advantages of animal-based nutrition. Not only this, unprecedented regulatory measures are also in play, offering tax incentives and subsidies to plant-based products, making them more financially appealing to consumers. One particularly disturbing development in this trend is the introduction of artificial butter by Savor, a startup backed by Bill Gates. Yes, Bill Gates, the main driving force behind the whole Big Food Big Pharma nexus. Marketed by the Big Food Nexus as a sustainable and healthier option for us, this lab-produced butter aims to replace traditional, nutrient-dense butter in our everyday use. The promotional campaigns are highlighting just the environmental benefits of this artificial product, while completely negating the superior nutritional profile of real butter. Now, this covert strategy is part of a broader, coordinated effort to shift us towards the consumption of artificial products, driving substantial revenue for these industries while sidelining the mighty health benefits of the actually nutritious meat and butter, which are the pillars of carnivore diet. And today, in this exclusive video, we are going to explain what the top carnivore influencers, including Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Shawn Baker, tell about the reality of this newly invented butter, what 5 major health risks they say are associated with the consumption of these artificial carnivore products, and what is the price we all are paying unknowingly in this whole development. Meanwhile, as we move ahead, become a proud member of our vibrant carnivore community by subscribing to our channel, helping us spread the healing message further. Well, friends, a recent article published in The Guardian, with a pretty disturbing update, discusses a California startup named Savor, funded by none other than Bill Gates, which is developing artificial butter through a thermochemical process involving air and carbon dioxide. Yes, you heard that right, producing butter from air and carbon dioxide. Promoted by Gates as a revolutionary advancement, this synthetic butter is an integral part of the sinister push to replace naturally produced foods with lab-grown, harmful alternatives for us. The article outrageously claims that this synthetic butter has a lower carbon footprint and can replicate the taste and nutritional benefits of the real butter we eat on a daily basis. Now, top carnivore experts, with Dr. Ken Berry at the forefront, have raised some serious reservations here. Firstly, can artificial butter really match the nutritional profile of natural butter in any capacity? Next, what are the hidden environmental costs associated with production of this synthetic butter? And most importantly, what are the true health risks linked with the consumption of these artificially prepared products, which the dirty nexus does not want us to know at any cost? Well, here is a detailed step-by-step answer and explanation to all these pinching questions. Starting off with the bitter truth, the push for all these newly invented synthetic foods, particularly artificial butter, is driven more by the money-making motives than any sort of a genuine concern for our health or the environmental sustainability. The investment in synthetic food technologies is substantial, with funding from prominent figures like Bill Gates potentially reaching billions of dollars. This enormous financial backing highlights a significant profit incentive, overshadowing the long-term health implications of consuming heavily processed foods. The dairy industry alone, associated with the production and consumption of natural butter, is worth billions of dollars. This immense market value represents a lucrative opportunity for investors like Bill Gates, who aim to capture a substantial share of this industry. While synthetic foods may promise high returns, they often disregard the long-term health consequences. Consuming heavily processed synthetic foods, which lack the extensive safety studies that natural foods have undergone, poses significant risks to public health. On the other hand, diets like keto and carnivore emphasize whole, unprocessed animal products that align with our evolutionary dietary patterns. Natural animal products, such as butter, have been consumed for millennia and have been shown to provide essential nutrients that support overall health. Shifting to synthetic alternatives, which do not have a comparable history of consumption or long-term safety data, could have unforeseen negative health effects. Moreover, the introduction of synthetic foods is often accompanied by aggressive marketing strategies that downplay the benefits of natural foods. This marketing, driven by substantial financial interests, misleads consumers into believing that synthetic alternatives are superior or equivalent to natural foods. However, synthetic foods typically lack the complex nutrient profiles found in natural animal products. For instance, real butter contains essential fatty acids, fat-soluble vitamins, and other bioactive compounds that are crucial for health and are not easily replicated in synthetic products. According to experts, the nutritional profile of real butter cannot be replicated by artificial means. Real butter is a dense source of essential nutrients that are crucial for human health. It contains omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which are pivotal for cardiovascular and cognitive health. According to a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, these fatty acids are vital for maintaining brain function and reducing systemic inflammation. Additionally, real butter provides fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which are integral for various physiological processes. Vitamin A, for example, is crucial for vision and immune function, while vitamin D plays a significant role in bone health and immune modulation. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting cells from damage, and vitamin K is essential for blood clotting and bone metabolism. Real butter also contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid known for its anti-carcinogenic and anti-inflammatory properties, as highlighted in research from the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry. In contrast, synthetic fats, such as those proposed by Savor, lack this complex nutrient matrix. These artificial fats are typically composed of simple chains of hydrogenated oils and lack the naturally occurring micronutrients found in animal fats. The bioavailability and efficacy of these synthetic nutrients are significantly lower. A study in the Journal of Lipid Research indicates that the absorption and utilization of nutrients from synthetic fats are inferior to those from natural sources, which compromises their nutritional value. The intricate structure of natural butter fats, which includes phospholipids, cholesterol, and triglycerides, is designed by nature to be readily absorbed and utilized by the human body. Synthetic alternatives, however, are unable to replicate this complexity, leading to inferior nutritional profiles. Furthermore, the process of creating synthetic butter involves chemical reactions and industrial processes that may introduce unwanted contaminants and reduce the overall quality of the final product. Additionally, the sensory experience of real butter, which contributes to its palatability and consumer acceptance, cannot be easily replicated by synthetic products. Savor's reliance on informal taste panels comprising tens of people is insufficient to substantiate their claims of taste equivalence. The complex flavor profile of real butter, influenced by the diet and metabolism of dairy cows, involves a myriad of volatile compounds that synthetic processes struggle to mimic accurately. Consumer preference for natural foods remains strong, and the acceptance of synthetic alternatives is far from guaranteed. Bill Gates' substantial investments in synthetic food technologies suggest a focus on capturing market share and generating profits rather than addressing the genuine nutritional needs and health concerns of the population. By promoting synthetic butter as an environmentally friendly and healthy alternative without sufficient long-term studies, there is a risk of prioritizing profit over public health and well-being. By the way, friends, what has been your experience eating red meat and butter? What health conditions have you healed so far? And would you try the new artificial butter? Do share your opinion in the comments. Moving on, the environmental claims made by Savor about their synthetic butter are oversimplified and further misleading. The company asserts that its product has a significantly lower carbon footprint, citing a figure of less than 0.8 grams CO2 equivalent per calorie, compared to 2.4 grams for real butter. However, this comparison neglects the comprehensive environmental impact of producing synthetic butter. The production of synthetic butter involves complex industrial processes, including the synthesis of fat molecules through thermochemical methods. These processes are energy-intensive and often rely on fossil fuels, which can significantly negate the environmental benefits touted by Savor. According to research published in environmental research letters, industrial chemical processes consume substantial amounts of energy and can release a variety of pollutants. For instance, the production of synthetic fats requires high temperatures and pressures, which contribute to considerable energy consumption. Additionally, the extraction and transportation of raw materials necessary for these processes further amplify the carbon footprint. In contrast, traditional butter production, particularly from pasture-raised cows, can have environmental benefits that are often overlooked. Sustainable farming practices, such as rotational grazing, can enhance soil health, increase carbon sequestration, and reduce overall greenhouse gas emissions. A study by the Savor Institute demonstrated that regenerative grazing practices can sequester up to 1.2 tons of carbon per hectare annually, effectively offsetting emissions from livestock. Furthermore, the comparison of carbon footprints must account for the entire life cycle of the product. The manufacture of synthetic butter involves several stages, each with its environmental impact. These include the sourcing of raw materials, the chemical synthesis of fat molecules, the energy consumption of manufacturing plants, and the eventual disposal of byproducts and waste. Each of these stages introduces additional environmental burdens that are not reflected in the simplistic CO2 per calorie comparison. Moreover, the assertion that synthetic butter production uses less water than traditional agriculture is misleading without context. While it may be true that the direct water usage in the synthetic production process is lower, the indirect water usage associated with the energy production, cooling systems, and raw material processing must also be considered. A comprehensive environmental assessment published in the Journal of Cleaner Production emphasized the importance of considering both direct and indirect water usage in evaluating the environmental impact of industrial processes. Moving to the next stupid thing in the article. Bill Gates' blog post advocating for lab-made fats and oils focuses predominantly on the environmental benefits, claiming they significantly reduce carbon footprints, use no farmland, and minimal water compared to traditional agriculture. However, this perspective overlooks crucial nutritional aspects and health outcomes. There is no mention of how would this artificial butter affect the vital health and wellness of individuals consuming this substance. Natural animal products provide a complex matrix of essential nutrients, including fat-soluble vitamins and fatty acids that lab-made alternatives lack. The long-term health impacts of synthetic fats are untested, raising concerns about their safety and efficacy. Furthermore, the post fails to address the hidden environmental costs of industrial synthetic production, such as energy consumption and pollutant emissions, potentially offsetting the claimed benefits. This profit-driven push for synthetic foods disregards the nutritional integrity and long-term health of consumers. And now, we move to the most crucial part of the video: the health risks. Consuming artificial foods, particularly synthetic butter and lab-grown meat, raises several health concerns due to their manufactured nature and the complex processes involved in their production. Here are the top 5 health hazards associated with these products. Risk number 1: severe nutrient deficiencies. One of the primary concerns with synthetic butter and lab-grown meat is their nutritional inadequacy compared to natural animal products. Real butter and meat provide a complex array of nutrients that are essential for human health. For instance, natural butter is a rich source of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, along with beneficial fatty acids like omega-3 and omega-6. These nutrients play crucial roles in maintaining brain health, supporting immune function, and promoting overall cellular integrity. In contrast, synthetic butter lacks this nutrient density. A study published in the Journal of Food Science found that synthetic fats often do not replicate the bioavailability of vitamins and fatty acids found in natural fats. This can lead to deficiencies in essential nutrients, particularly in individuals who rely heavily on these artificial products. Long-term consumption of nutrient-deficient foods can result in a range of health problems, including weakened immune response, poor bone health, and impaired cognitive function. Risk number 2: disruption of gut microbiota. The human gut microbiota is a complex ecosystem of microorganisms that play a vital role in digestion, metabolism, and immune function. Natural animal products contribute to the maintenance of a healthy gut microbiome by providing bioavailable nutrients and promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria. However, the consumption of synthetic foods can disrupt this delicate balance. Lab-grown meat and synthetic butter often contain artificial additives, preservatives, and flavor enhancers that can negatively impact gut health. According to a study published in Nature Reviews Gastroenterology and Hepatology, these additives can alter the composition of the gut microbiota, leading to dysbiosis, which is a condition characterized by an imbalance of gut bacteria. Dysbiosis has been linked to various health issues, including inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. Furthermore, the lack of naturally occurring prebiotics and fibers in synthetic foods means they do not support the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. This can further exacerbate gut health problems and contribute to chronic inflammatory conditions. Moving on. Risk number 3. Increased probability of chronic diseases. The long-term health effects of consuming synthetic foods are largely unknown, but emerging evidence suggests a potential link to chronic diseases. Natural animal products, particularly those consumed in whole, unprocessed forms as advocated by the carnivore diet, are known to provide protective benefits against chronic conditions. For instance, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlighted the role of conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, found in natural butter in reducing the risk of heart disease and cancer. On the other hand, synthetic foods lack these protective compounds and may even introduce harmful substances. Lab-grown meat, for example, is produced using fetal bovine serum, FBS, and other growth mediums that may contain contaminants and residues not present in naturally raised meat. A study by the Journal of Biomedical Materials, research raised concerns about the potential for unintended exposure to these contaminants, which could increase the risk of chronic diseases such as cancer. Moreover, synthetic foods often contain higher levels of processed ingredients and artificial additives, which have been linked to increased inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Chronic inflammation is a well-established risk factor for diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and various cancers. Risk number 4. Hormonal imbalances. The hormonal impact of consuming synthetic foods is another area of concern. Natural animal products provide a balanced profile of nutrients that support hormonal health. For instance, the cholesterol found in natural butter is a precursor for the synthesis of steroid hormones, including testosterone, estrogen, and cortisol. These hormones are crucial for maintaining reproductive health, stress response, and overall metabolic function. Synthetic foods, however, do not provide the same hormonal support. Lab-grown meat and synthetic butter often lack the necessary precursors for hormone production, potentially leading to hormonal imbalances. A study published in the Journal of Endocrinology highlighted that artificial ingredients and additives found in synthetic foods could disrupt endocrine function, leading to issues such as infertility, metabolic disorders, and mood disturbances. Furthermore, the use of synthetic hormones and growth factors in the production of lab-grown meat raises additional concerns. These substances can mimic or interfere with natural hormone signaling pathways, potentially leading to adverse health outcomes. And finally, risk number 5. Unintended allergic reactions and toxicity. The novel ingredients and production methods used in synthetic foods increase the risk of unintended allergic reactions and toxicity. Natural animal products have a well-established history of safe consumption, with known allergenic profiles that can be managed by individuals with specific dietary needs. In contrast, synthetic foods introduce new proteins and compounds that have not been widely tested for allergenicity. A study in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology reported that the introduction of novel proteins in lab-grown meat could trigger immune responses in sensitive individuals, leading to allergic reactions. Additionally, the use of chemical additives and preservatives in synthetic butter can exacerbate these reactions and introduce potential toxins. The long-term safety of consuming synthetic foods is also uncertain. The production processes involve various chemical reactions and the use of industrial solvents, which may leave residues in the final product. A study by the Environmental Health Perspectives raised concerns about the potential for these residues to accumulate in the body over time, leading to toxicity and adverse health effects. So friends, here we are. While synthetic foods like Savor's artificial butter and lab-grown meat are marketed as environmentally friendly and innovative, they pose significant health risks to our health, which are too big to be overlooked. In simple words, we all should be highly cautious about replacing natural, nutrient-dense animal products with such heavily processed synthetic alternatives, as the long-term health implications of these products remain largely unknown and are potentially hazardous for our well-being. By the way, what is your opinion on this whole matter? Which diet plan are you following, keto or carnivore? And which health conditions have you healed so far? Do share your experience in the comments. Press the like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with your friends and loved ones as well. And if you want to get highly informative and useful content related to your vital health and wellness, do subscribe to our channel right now. And there is a lot more about the carnivore diet that you don't know. Click the video showing up on the screen right now to find all that out. See you there.